Hello and welcome to Me Surf TV, bringing you the latest in surfing news from around the globe. On today's show, teenager Kolohe Andino clean sweeps a Vans Pro double at Huntington Beach. Adam Melling scores the ideal birthday present at the O'Neill Coldwater Classic in New Zealand. We've got sponsorship news from Mick Fanning, Geordie Smith and Jack Freestone. Plus we'll find out who's jagged the final wildcard spot for the upcoming Telstra Drug-Aware Pro in Western Australia. It's Friday the 1st of April, you're watching Me Surf TV. Okay, straight to competition news. The ASP 4-star rated Vans Pier Classic and Vans Pro Junior took place earlier this week in peaky 2 to 3 foot conditions at California's Huntington Beach. 17-year-old Californian Kolohe Andino put on a spectacular display to take out the Vans Pro Junior event, defeating an All-American field in the final, which included Connor Coffin, Luke Davis and Jake Holstein. But he wasn't done there. Incredibly, the teenager rode the momentum of his victory to advance all the way through to the final of the men's Vans Pier Classic as well, where he faced off with ASP World Tour heavyweights Adriano de Souza, Hobgoods and Taylor Knox, who is over 20 years Andino's senior. Andino jumped out to an early lead in the final of the main event, holding on for the duration of the heat to edge out a fast finishing de Souza by just 1/10 of a point, securing an historic Huntington Beach double. Certainly one to watch in the future. Okay, heading over to the other side of the globe for the first stop of the O'Neill Coldwater Classic Series, which wrapped up on Tuesday in Gisborne, New Zealand. Australian Adam Melling celebrated his 26th birthday in style by clinching the 6-star ASP event in clean 1.5 metre waves at Wainui Beach. Melling posted 15.2 out of a possible 20 points in the final, which included an 8-point ride with only seconds remaining to steal victory from Brazil's William Cardoso and collect the $20,000 winner's cheque. The O'Neill Coldwater Classic Series will now travel to Scotland for its second stop in April before culminating in California in October.
I'm 26 and won the final. I'm stoked.
To sponsorship news, starting with two-time world champion Mick Fanning. The explosive Australian has just signed a 3-year contract with car giant Ford to be its latest ambassador and face of its all-new Ford Ranger, due for release in August. The announcement comes as Ford this year increases its involvement with Fanning's major sponsor, Rip Curl, and its flagship event, the Rip Curl Pro, which takes place at Victoria's Bells Beach later this month. Futures Fins has announced the signing of South African powerhouse Geordie Smith. At 23 years old, Smith has taken the surfing world by storm, becoming one of the most progressive surfers on the planet and finishing runner-up to the ASP World title in 2010. In other sponsorship news, ASP World Junior Champion Jack Freestone has just signed on with the team at Von Zipper, which already includes the likes of Taj Burrow, Joel Parkinson and Josh Kerr. Surfing Western Australia has just announced its final wildcard for the upcoming Telstra Drug-Aware Pro, which takes place at Margaret River from April 3rd. 26-year-old Rye Craig from Kalbarri in Western Australia will fill the final place in the event, that this year boasts a star-studded lineup including Kelly Slater, Taj Burrow, Mick Fanning and Joel Parkinson. Craig doesn't compete in many competitive events, instead making a name for himself through his electrifying free surfing exploits. The Telstra Drug-Aware Pro commences this Sunday. And that's it for this week's show. We'll leave you now with some high-flying highlights from teenage sensation Kolohe Andino during his Vans Pro double at Huntington Beach this week. For extended news and action, head over to mesurf.com. You've been watching Me Surf TV. We'll see you next week.